So maybe you've been questioning if you love Jesus. And maybe you're questioning if you love Jesus because you've heard a sermon recently that comes from a teaching on an incorrect teaching from the book of John. It's John chapter 14, verse 15, where Jesus says the following. He says, "If you love me, you will keep my commandments." You see, what we've done is we've taken that word commandments and we've turned that into law. If you love me, you will keep the law. If you love me, you'll keep the 10 commandments. If you love me, and on it goes. And in reality, in context, as Jesus is talking, there's really no reference to law keeping. We've taken this word commandments and we've just chopped it all up to again meet a legalistic type theology. So what's really going on? I mean, think about this. In Galatians 3:10, Jesus says, "For as many are of the works of the law are under a curse. For it is written, cursed is everyone who does not abide in everything written in the book of the law." So you see, the law, that kind of commandment, it's not, you don't get an A minus. You either pass or you fail. You mess up, you stumble at one point of the law, you're guilty of it all, James tells us. So what's really going on? In context, this idea of "if you love me, keeping my commandments" is really explained both in the chapter before and the chapter after, 13 and 15. It's the same author writing the same letter, and the first one is John chapter 13, verse 34. And Jesus says this, "A new commandment," meaning, listen, I'm not adding on to the law. I'm giving you a new commandment. I'm replacing the one that you had before. "The new commandment I give you, that you love one another just as I have loved you, that you too should all love one another." And then if we just fast forward from, again, this verse comes out of chapter 14, then we roll over into chapter 15. Jesus once again clarifies. And he says this, he says, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you. This is my commandment." So you see, the word command doesn't always have to be redefined into law keeping. We fulfill this command automatically. We love one another. Christians we're united as one by faith in Jesus Christ. And it is natural, those of us that love Jesus Christ, Christ lives in me, he lives in you, he lives in all believers, so we love one another. So I'm just going to leave everybody with this. Know this, rest. It's not about measuring your works. It's not about measuring your shortfallings. If we love one another, if we're in Christ, we let Jesus live in and through us. And it's a great joy to get out there and just love brothers and sisters who have the same Father, who have put their faith in Jesus Christ. It's a big deal. God bless you. Hope that clarifies some of that.